See yet another video. This is Mr. FXmosako. I hope every one of you had a wonderful trading week on this third trading week of January. My trading week was well, and I learned a couple of things, and that is why I am always doing recap videos every Saturday morning that I'll be dropping on my YouTube channel, whereby we'll be recapping the analysis we did of setups we were supposed to take at the start of the week. So without wasting any time, let us get into it. I'm going to start with the DXY. This is the index dollar currency index, which it predicts the strength of the thingy. It shows, not even predict, it shows you the strength of the dollar. So I look from a higher time frame because I trade what the higher time frame tells me. So it's even better when they're in confluence, whereby the monthly is, it's an sell trend, the weekly it's on a sell trend, and as you can see, it has been on a sell, and the daily as well. Then now as I get to the smaller time frame, I can see that there's been a level that's been broken through, which has been strong since last year on the 20th of on look, I'm saying the 20th, the 30th, the 1st of September. As you can see, the 1st of September, it respected this support level here, then it went up, and only in November that's when it broke through. And since it's broke through, it's been it's been going down as well. It went down, created there was a new resistance that it made, then it tested it, then it went further down, creating a lower low, then it went up, creating a higher low and creating further lower low. Then when it got here, guys, as you can see, this is a strong support level, which I was aiming for it to hit. I thought it was going to come this week, come down and hit here as a continuation pattern. But as you can see here, this is a what do you call this? A head and shoulders. As you can see, then it goes up, then it went down, and now it was coming for a correction. And as I go to the 4-hour, and as you can see, I was also prepared to take the long, because as you can see, this is the last lower low, then it started doing higher highs and higher lows. And as you can see here, I got the formation properly. Sorry, I don't know why it's doing this, forgive me. So what I intended, like as you can see here, I was like, I'm going to start entering by trades, but this was based on the previous week's analysis that okay, it has reached here, so now as it creates new higher highs, I'd be looking to get into buy positions. But then this week I was able to see this W formation, this head and shoulder formation, and seeing this, as you know, head and shoulder formations, look at the head here. Once it breaks through that level of the head, it will help to come back and retest that level here. And as you can see, that's what happened. And I was able to see this as on the 18th. As you can see, starting from the 18th, it hit this resistance here, and hitting this resistance, I was certain that it was going to come here. So that's what gave me the confidence of a weak dollar. But I was also skeptical because of the Joe Biden inauguration. But I was like, you know what, let me just follow my technicals and I'll be aware of the fundamentals and see how they affect my technicals. And as you can see, it did come here and it even broke through, even touched this support of the channel and went up again. This was because of the inauguration, the 20th. That's when the dollar became a bit strong. That day it became a bit strong for like 4 hours. As you can see, it became strong, but then it continued to the downside, as you can see. So with this being shown, I'm expecting we were expecting a weak dollar in general, so I knew that going to other pairs we would be buying the dollar and selling CHF in JPY. And I know, guys, here as you can see it looks cluttered, but these are the entries that I made, silly entries which I'm going to explain right now. So let's start monthly again. Here as you can see, I was looking at an uptrend. It was a bullish, and yeah, here I said GBP bullish trend on the monthly, head and shoulders as you can see, and it just popped out. It just went up, and eventually it might come back to retest. Then I went to the weekly. Well, on the weekly I said it was a bullish trend, which was perfect for me because it's confluence. The stronger the time frames agree with each other, the better the chances of it going in that direction. So my aim and bias with this was when the price was going to hit 1,35500, look to enter a sell if broken through. And as we get closer here, we're going to look for that 355. Let me just check here. This is 36 355. Here it is. Here's the level. I said look to enter a sell if it came to hit here. And let's go to the lower time frame. As you can see, I'm sorry, yeah, 500, so I couldn't see it properly. But yeah, I said if it hit this level here, I should start looking for sales. But as you can see here, this was a false breakout of the level here. It wasn't able to give me a confirmation to go to the downside. So this also supported the momentum of it going up. So now, because I wasn't sure, I said that, you know what, once it creates a new it passes this higher high here, or you can say a higher low, and it makes a new higher high, that's where I'll be entering. Plus I have a strong level here of 3600, and also there by that level of 1,355, I said I'm going to buy if it shows a rejection and a reversal. And as you can see, it was touched on Monday. It was touched on Monday, and I don't put trades on Mondays as well. So I was like, okay, I missed that. I'll wait for it to come to this level here on Tuesday, and it did that exactly. And as we go to the lower time frame, you'll be able to see it properly. As you can see, the correction started happening, and that's what gave me confidence to get in the trade, right? So before continuing, as you can see, these yellow lines here, they were based on my entries of how many entries from this initial setup that I predicted I entered. And you can see here, these were bad trades to enter in. Honestly speaking, for me, I feel like they were bad trades to enter in. And maybe when you go to the lower time frame, it may seem proper, but for me, this one setup I wanted to take, I was willing to take. And also I took them because I was also in profits already, so I wanted to scale it up. But that came with a problem, because now I'm getting into this entries, and because of the smaller, especially here, as you can see on the 20th, like from here going up, everything was well, right? It was well. Then I entered a couple more to the upside, but I took out all my profits. That's my problem. I never let my setup go until it hit my TP, and as you can see, that's what happened. So guys, I want to encourage you to not let me even take this out just to show you guys. As you can see, this is where I took my profits from this setup here. I took it here, which I'm happy about. I won't complain, because profits are profits, guys. But believe in your setup. Believe in your setup. What you said you were going to do, execute it and go with it. And as you can see here on the 20th of January, the inauguration, so the dollar was gaining a bit of strength, but it was able to lose its momentum. And when it got here, I was able to enter. And what also made it possible to enter was because of this wick here. This wick here made it possible to have a proper entry. Plus, as you can see here as well, this is the higher high. So I knew that this is a strong level, so I entered there as well. But I wasn't able to hold my trades until it hit the my take profit. As you can see, I hesitated here when it came back for the swing and I got out of my trade. I should have been confident and just let it run and hit. But because, knowing this, I was thinking of a reversal because as you can see, look where it's coming from. So I thought it was going to go to the bottom now and we're going to start looking for sells. And that was not the case. I should have just let it come, hit my break even or stop loss. But because as you can see, it eventually ended up going and hitting my TP. Then on Friday, I was able to enter a quick scalp, which was a high trade, a very high risk trade because I used a higher lot size. But my risk was calculated in terms of that the money I'm willing to lose, I was able to keep it in check with that bigger lot size. So I knew that even if I had to go to drawdowns, I would lose that amount I'm comfortable with losing. And fortunately, as you can see, we had a perfect entry on a morning star, and it went up and it I went out before it hit my take profit because by then I got the profits that I really liked. So I got out before it hit my main TP. So like as it went up, I put my stop loss here. Then it went up, I put my stop loss here. So it took me out. The market, but I was in profit, which I'm happy about. So here I'm just learning about how to like put my stop losses that I'm trailing at the right area, so that if I had put my stop loss here, I probably wouldn't have been taken out and I was going to be able to gain more pips and get out here, and that would have been a wonderful trade. But for GBP, I said lessons, set alerts so you don't miss opportunities as well. The opportunities that I missed out because my alerts, the apps that I use to alert me, some are still delayed, but I think it's also because of the phone I am using, so it's not that compatible, and it doesn't give me the notification straight away. And I also said make sure to focus on it once. No, I'm sorry. I'm reading the wrong thing. I say allow trades to play out without manually exiting the trade. Do not place trail stop loss near a level you will be kicked out of before it continues. Trust your analysis and levels. That's what I wrote. And I believe if I had trusted it, because as I said, we were expecting a weaker dollar, the DXY showed that, and I should have carried on and trusted that. But like we said, we learn, and as time goes, we're gonna make sure that we do not repeat this same mistakes. So now let's go to the EURUSD, which we expected a bullish bullish trend, bullish. Um, yeah, bullish, as you can see, bullish. The aim was for it to come here to make a double top, and as you can see, it broke through this level right here. So now as we go to the weekly, it also confirmed it's a buy. So we're definitely taking it to the upside. This was my most profitable pair I will not lie, this was the most profitable pair for me this week. And as you can see, bullish as well. The daily it's supporting me, and I said the 1,21200 was touched, and I was able to enter for a buy trade. So let's just look for that level. Let's go to the lower time frames, because also I have a bias, guys. A set of bias. Yeah. On the bias, I said 1,2500 will be support level. I will wait price to hit to signal sell strength, and 1,21200 will be the resistance level. I will start looking to buy entries on a new high. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. And now here I said 1,21200 was touched, and I was able to enter for a buy trend. So now we're going to look for that. As you can see here, it did touch. And let's go to a lower time frame just to have a proper perspective. As you can see, guys, also this yellow trend lines that I drew here are to show you I also made mistakes of entering the market again, of entering the market at the wrong time, which made me lose, which isn't great, guys, because I had perfect entry, as you can see, but I'm entering, making me have minor losses that are taking away of the full potential profits I would have gotten if I hadn't entered those positions. So those positions are just there to show you like where I was entering, and look where my setups are. Why am I entering at those places, So like I said, this one, the lessons are, trust your setups. Trust your setups. So now I'm just going to take them away to make it more clear. As you can see, I should have caught it right here. Right here. Right here. I could have caught it right here. But I was a bit skeptical. I was a bit skeptical. I don't know why though. I do not. That's why it's important, guys. When you're taking trades and everything, you should write down. I'm still getting used to writing things down in the right format. So from next week, I'll definitely be writing down when I take a trade. I'll be writing down at that time and point why I am taking it and the reasons behind it. And right here, as you can see, I take trades in the morning. I prefer taking trades in the morning, and this I'm sure was a low on the daily, although it was a good low on the daily. Oh, not even. So let's look at the 4-hour and check. Yeah, I bought because of this here. I bought here, and I caught it early in the morning, as you can see. And I like always buying by the low, and that's why I got in here instead of getting in here, because I was a bit skeptical, guys, honestly, because I thought it was going down. It was really continuing down. So when it came here, that's when I was really assured that okay, it is going up. And as you can see, it went up, broke through this channel, this resistance, and it came back and did a correction. And when it did a correction on this level here, this 21200, which I said will be the support level, which broke through and became a support level. And after that, that's when I knew it would be going to the upside. And I took a couple of losses. As you can see, it went into profits, but then it came back and it took me out. But I'm sure that I manually went out, which is bad, guys, which is bad. I should stop doing that and just trust in my setup. So luckily it went up and did the same thing, came back and touched this level here. And I was waiting. I'm always waiting to be sure, guys, when I enter a market. So it hit here. I should have entered here, but I was like, I'm not confident enough, let me wait. Then I entered up on this level. I entered on this level right here. As you can see, it was a strong level. It was a strong level which got broken through and retested, and then ended up going to the upside. But you see, guys, I entered here and it came here and missed my take profit. Then it went back down and I panicked and I went out instead of holding it to the upside as well, holding it to the upside. So there's a lot of things that I did here that were very, 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 very wrong. Honestly speaking, they were very wrong, and they weren't part of the setup that I did, guys. So I'm going to repeat this again. Follow your setup. Always follow your setups. Because look what happened. If I had followed this one, take profit hit. Sure, okay, this took us out fine. Then we got in here, take profit hit. Like most of our take profits were being hit. They were being hit. So I don't know why I was doing what I was doing. And here I wrote the lessons for I was able to let setups hit SL and return the market on same level based on the momentum of the bullish trend. Let your setups play out, trust your levels. Try to get as close as accurate to a level to be able to have a good stop loss and take targets, because as you can see, I'm being taken out. I'm being taken out prematurely before the moves go up. But Euro USD was also one of the most profitable pairs for me. GU and EU, one of the most profitable things for me this weekend. Also, I was lucky enough to take a quick, let me just go back to GU and check something. Yes, I think I was mistaken. Euro USD was the one whereby I took the scalp. A great scalp at that. Yes, it was Euro USD where I took the scalp. Yes, it is Euro USD. I took the scalp right here. Right here. As it broke out here, I just had confidence because I saw the momentum. And also because of the smaller you see, as you can see, it came, it tested here, then I got in here and I was able to put it in here. Then it went up. I got out here. No, I got out here. As you can see, this green line here, I got out at this level, which I'm happy about. I will not. That's my TP. It hit my TP, and I'm happy. I can't complain. But I don't scalp. This was my first scalp, and since I scalped, I enjoyed it because I liked how with the lot sizes that I'm using, as much as I'm safe and I'm good, it takes time to reach that target that I have for myself. But with this kind of high risk trades, I can use a higher lot size and still use the same stop loss size, while still keeping the same stop loss. But then obviously my rewards, once it goes in my direction, are going to be very high, and they're going to get to that target way faster. And also, you're gonna have a lot of change as well. After it reaches your target, you're going to lock your profits and it will continue, and after that it's going to be changed. So I learned something about scalping which I'm really, really enjoying. And if I can perfect this, it's going to even be greater in terms of long-term trades. Imagine being able to catch such trades right here. Imagine being able to catch them here and going with them to the upside with that lot size, huge lot size. So it's very beneficial long-term wise, going long-term. But it's something that I need to practice and practice and practice and make sure that I am confident and I know I'll be able to make the most out of this trade. So now let's go to USDCHF, which here I said 0,8900 level was touched but respected with weak rejection. So here guys, sell. I also wrote here the bias. Two ways. There are two ways that the market could go. One, market breaks out of 0.89200 resistance, I can enter immediately or wait for retest. If 0.89200 rejects, again look to sell, and if support level of 0.88950 on the 1 hour time frame is touched, I should look to continue selling, being supported by the night candlestick. So looking at the monthly, this was going down. This was a sell. It was a momentum to the downside, and based on the previous weeks, the previous months momentum to the downside, I had confidence that this would also push down, would push a bit down, to make something like this, if not like this, where can I find a perfect one? Something like this could happen, more than just 3 weeks. I thought this fourth week was gonna, end up going down, to this level here, right here. So now it was a sell. It's also a sell here, but as we get deeper into the time frames, you can see it's in a consolidation. So it's ranging, and that's what I came up with. It's giving me two options. So what was going to happen was, let me even put this just to show the 18th date. I'm going to see it at the lower time frame and go to the lower time frame properly. As you can see, I said there are two options that could happen. If it hits this 0.89200 resistance area here, which has been strong, I should take it to the downside. And unfortunately, it activated me with the false breakout. It activated me, and I kept holding it until I realized, no, this thing is going down at a strong momentum. After it took me out, it went down at a strong momentum. So I initially went out before the market was able to make me lose any more money than I should have. And right here as well, I said on the 1 hour time frame, there's a support level that was strong, 0.88950. As you can see here, it was respected here, then it came back respected, then it broke through, then it came into this level again, which gave me a second opportunity for me to have sold the market. But because for whatever reason I wasn't alerted, or I wasn't able to stick to this currency and be able to monitor it until it got to this level. As you can see, it broke through, hit this other level here, this slight level here, and went back to retest, and I could have entered here and taken it to the downside and to this level here. But because here I wrote on my lessons that on my recap lessons, what happened basically on this recap is 0.8900 level was touched but respected, which rejections, and price action changed direction towards the downside. Buy setup triggered but manually went out because 1% was reached, so I manually exited because stop loss was going to let my loss per trade more than what I'm willing to lose. Missed opportunity to sell again after 0.88950 level was touched. So the lesson here was set alerts so that you don't miss the opportunities. Make sure to focus on it once important level is hit, to not go and focus on other things, but to just stay here until it does what it has to do, and for me to take advantage. But I am happy, guys. Like I am happy. And this line, guys, you can see, look here, whole numbers, whole numbers, whole numbers, whole numbers. important, and that's what bank institutions use to catch the strong levels within the market. So now let's go to USDJPY, which is the same as USDCHF. Here I would wait for price to reach 104,200, look for sell or buy opportunities. So I knew that this was going to be on a sell. Like I said, we're expecting a weak dollar, and as you can see, the structure it's within, it even supports that. Now we're also within a channel within a channel, as you can see here, which has been doing what a proper channel trend line does, you know, hitting the resistance, coming back to hit the support, going back to hit the resistance, coming back, and also giving certain touches. And here there's a strong level, as you can see here, where it started turning. It looks like it's turning, you know, for a buy. So now that was the first week of January. So as you can see, it came down, it went up, and now it's in a correction phase. It's in a correction, and this is a head and shoulders. As you can see, it went down, here's the shoulder, went up, and here's the head, and now it's going back up. Now it's correcting to finish up its right shoulder, and that's when I knew that this is going to be a perfect sell, which is one of the confluences. There's a lot now that you can see why I would sell. There's so many reasons now why I would sell. So now, unfortunately, I said 104,200. 104,200, and here you can see I have 104,400, which is very, very, very unfortunate, because even here, as you can see, I have 100, the level 100 here, you know. Let me just check here for you guys if I set my alerts for this one here, just to make sure. Sorry, my phone is just doing funny things. Just hold on. 103.50. I said 103.50. I set an alert for 103.50, which is here. As you can see, it seems like, you know, I was aiming for a sell, but the lesson here is pay attention when analyzing so you don't miss any slight information. Always look at setups on TradingView and not MetaTrader, as you're missing market structure properly. And this is what has happened, guys, because, you know, I wasn't fully aware of the levels as well. As you can see here, it wasn't as accurate, man, you know. Actually, let me do this. Yeah, it wasn't that accurate, as you can see. So I was, unfortunately, missed that opportunity. But also, if I was able to be aware of this level here, I could have known as well that, okay, this is a strong level, and instead would have made this the level, the strong level, where I would have started looking for sell outcomes, and, you know, it would have been a perfect sell. Sold it to this level here. Even better to have the confidence to say it will hit here, this level, this somewhere here on this level, which would have been, look at the ratio, you know, it would have been flipping great. But, you know, we live and we learn, and, you know, we're gonna make sure that the next time, like we say here, we're going to pay attention and analyze. Also, I was analyzing from my phone as well, MetaTrader, so I took some trades because of the structure I saw my MetaTrader, and that was a disadvantage because now I missed out on seeing this perfect structure and being able to, you know, take my trade based on this perfect structure than looking at it on my phone, whereby I don't even have such structures aligned. So that's one disadvantage that I have, and I need to learn and make sure that I do not repeat in the next week's session and further going on. So no, here I wasn't able to make money. I will not lie to you guys. Here I wasn't able to make money. Here I lost money here with this one because of, you know, entering at funny places, as you can see, just entering at the wrong places and not having the right patience to wait for those levels and alerting myself so when they do hit those levels and reacting to it. And now we go to AUDUSD, whereby we'll be buying here. And here I said 4-hour support level was touched. My bias here was waiting for the price action to hit this support structures. The support structure on 1-hour time frame was 0.76900. The one on the 4-hour time frame was support 0.76600. Number 3, the support for the weekly time frame was support 0.76400. And number 4, the significance resistance for all the time frame was 0.78 thousand. That was the significant one. So like guys, I also learned something, that there are levels that on a certain time frame that's strong for that certain time frame. Like I'll make an example. So like I said guys, momentum to the upside, I see it touching this level here, right here, 800,000. Yeah, would you say 10,000 or 80,000? Yeah, I see it hitting this 80,000 level here, and that's how I knew that okay, most of my bias is going to be a buy, as it's agreeing with me on the higher time frame. Even on the weekly, when I come here, and what did I see on the weekly? There's a strong level here that I wanted to touch, which is weekly support was 0.76400. So I guess I need to go even deeper, and let's see, this is the one, and this is the one. We said we wanted it to come touch here, but it didn't touch here, which was a good thing because it was showing that it has a up momentum. So now, as you can see, this level may be good on the weekly, you know, it may be accurate on weekly, like this level here, like this level here, but unless you get to the lower time frame, you can see it's not as significant. It's not significant to this time frame here, you know. So now I'm gonna go to the 4-hour, whereby the 4-hour has its own significant support structure, which was which one was it? Was let me check if it's this one. No, it's not this one. It was this level here. Here, as you can see, this level here is significant to the 4-hour time frame. As you can see, there was a, you know, a near touch here, there was a touch here, there was a touch here, and also here there was a touch. So you can see how significant it is to the 4-hour. So I know that if it touches here, I'm going to act on the 4-hour time frame and enter from the 4-hour perspective. So that's one thing I was able to learn. And you know, here I said the 4-hour support level was touched, but I missed the opportunity. The 1-hour support level was also touched, but missed perfect entry. I think I got in, but I missed the perfect entry, and I'll show you guys now. I'm going to the 1-hour. As you can see also here guys, there's a lot of head and shoulder patterns that we saw on this pairs right here. Look here, look here, you know, did the same thing, then it comes back to touch what? The head, then it went up, you know. Just, you know, patterns that you, as time goes, you're going to understand that's just how they move and that's how they are. Now let's go to the 1-hour for the 76900. As you can see here, I should have entered here instead of here. perfect entry. See, if I had entered here, this would have been a wonderful entry. And look at how let me just get out here, how the and I put my stop loss here. Look at the risk. Look how much I'm risking. Look at, it's so small compared to going up, and then the profits that I was going to get. And you know, we're not greedy people. We are not greedy people. So I would expect it to come here, but then obviously I would have taken profits here on this level. I was going to look for strong levels, like make this level 1. Actually, you know, I would start from the bottom. Like I would look for levels, like probably this would be 1, then 2, then 3, you know, then 4. But it will also depend on the risk to reward, which I always say 3 is to 1. Risk 1 to make 3, risk 1 to make abundance of profits. And as you can see, guys, it broke through the level and came back to show that it's a strong level. And these are the type of uptrends you want to trade. You know, the ones that have such a structure, they go up, they come and test, they go up, they come and test, they go up, they come and test, go up, and they come and test. Those are the ones whereby, you know, you can even scale in. But you know, I learned my lesson, and you know, what did I say? Act on the strong levels and trust the setup. Yeah, and trust the setup. You know, and that's one thing, as you guys can see, as I've been speaking, I've been talking about acting on that resistance or that support trend line that is strong, and follow the setup how you said you were going to follow it, because there's a reason why you saw that setup when you were analyzing. So why would you want to take a different route, especially when the market is, you know, reacting to what you predicted? And you can also, you reacting to the market, like it's like I'm predicting the market is going to do this, and after you have predicted the market is going to do that, it's now reacting to those levels. And now all you need to do is take action. Are you going to take the opportunity or not take the opportunity? Because you saw the opportunity and now the opportunity is coming, so you need to take advantage. Yeah, guys, so what I have to be aware of is, you know, being able to trust my setups and let my setups run, not to be scared, and always be alert. Try my best to, you know, figure out this alert apps that I'm using, which ones are perfect with my phone, so that I won't be missing important levels when they do hit, so that I can take action and you know, be able to you know, get my profits, man, and have a good attractive week in the market. So I hope you guys found this recap very valuable, and you were able to see the mistakes that I did make. My videos have been long, very long, and I'm really trying to make them very short, but short in a way that, you know, it's also, you know, you're getting all the information you can get within a certain time. Instead of making them speaking on one for like 10 minutes or more, I would like to space it up in, you know, 5-minute section intervals, so the whole video would be like 20 minutes, you know, or 15 minutes. But as time goes, I'm going to be talking about the trades. I'm going to start with the probability trades, the ones that had high probability, and those are the ones I'm going to take long on, and the ones that I didn't take trades on are the ones I'm just going to, you know, go through quickly, just so, you know, you guys can see what happened in the market, and if what we predicted happened during the week. So if you really found this video informative, may please leave the like, press the subscribe button, press the like button, and the notification button to get more engaging recaps and analysis like this. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. From Mr. FXmosako. Stay well, stay good, stay motivated, and I can't wait for us to come back to the laptop and start trading again this coming week for the last week of trading in January. So peace, guys.